Hey veterans, Travis Studdard, Veterans Disability Attorney here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about why you may need an attorney to help you with your claim for VA individual unemployability, also known as TDIU, or total disability based on individual unemployability. Now again, what we're talking about here is service-connected disabilities that prevent you from getting a job or being able to keep that job. All right, and now if you didn't see my first video on this topic, check that out, where we talk about why VA likes to deny these claims and the reasons behind that in terms of the high payout to you when you get that type of rating. So again, now I want to focus on another reason for that, which is that these claims are hard, okay? They're very complex, and they're complex from a medical standpoint and from a legal standpoint, or really a vocational standpoint, which I'll get into in just a minute. So again, from a medical standpoint, how severe are your disabilities? You know, do those prevent you from doing certain tasks that you would have to do in the work environment? You know, what types of physical limitations do you have? What types of emotional or mental limitations do you have? Cognitive, you know, in terms of thinking and processing information, are you impaired in some way due to your service-connected disabilities? There's a lot of different ways you can establish this. You can do it through medical evidence from doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists. You can also do it with statements from family members or those who work with you or know you well. Okay. But you're going to need a combination of that information from various sources to show the full picture of how your service-connected disabilities impact your ability or inability to work. All right. Now, the second issue that makes these claims complex is the vocational component. And by vocational, what we mean is really employment-related questions. All right. And that's where we take your physical and mental or cognitive limitations and apply those to the job duties of any particular position that you have performed in the past or otherwise qualified to do. So, you know, how do we do that? Well, if you have a back injury, you know, can you bend over to pick up materials? Can you lift certain amounts of weight? Can you bend, stoop, crawl, kneel? Those types of things. These are things you may not be thinking about. All you know is my back hurts and there's no way I can work. Well, that's not going to be good enough to win your claim in the eyes of VA. All right. With, you know, if it's a mental condition such as PTSD, again, it may seem common sense to you that you can't work as a high-pressure salesman if you have severe anxiety or, you know, problems interacting with other people due to your PTSD. But again, you're going to need medical or psychological evidence to establish that. Now, you can do it with family members as well. But what we have to do is take that information and your limitations and rule out these different occupations, which can be tedious work, and you know, it can be difficult for somebody that hasn't gone through that process before. So again, there's a lot of small pieces to that puzzle. If you are missing any one of those pieces, VA is likely to deny your claim, again, because the stakes are high and they don't want to grant this if they don't have to. The last reason I want to talk to you about why an attorney may be beneficial to you is if you're looking at TDIU, you have severe disabilities at this point. Those are taking a big toll on your life. And bottom line is you've already got enough to deal with. You're dealing with it from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, and maybe while you're trying to sleep at night. All right, you're trying to worry about putting food on the table, keeping your marriage, keeping your custody of your kids, and that sort of thing. The last thing you need to do is take a claim like this, which can be all-consuming, and try to win that yourself. That adds to the stress, which can exacerbate pain and just complicate your life. You know, I think in that situation, an attorney can be very helpful to you to sort of take some of that burden off of you, to help you through that process so you don't have to worry about it, and you can find an attorney you trust and let them work on it, and you know, let them sweat the details on it. So again, if you are looking at one of these claims, probably a good idea to at least consult with an attorney and see if this is a good fit for you or not. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us on our website. And if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to get more videos, and you can check those out as well. Thanks for watching today.